Hello everyone. In the previous video we have seen the installation part and creating this UI. So today we'll be performing a task on this CPU log data. So let's get started. So we'll be creating a hive database and then we'll make some connections and then create a table and load the data into it. So first of all we'll start our Hadoop daemons. I've already done that. I'll show you. Okay, now close this terminal or clear it. I have loaded the CSV data into this hdfs using this put command into this CSV folder, CSV data directory. As you can see, all these log data CSV files are present, so that will be loading it. So we'll go to the terminal and we'll start our hive server. I have already done that. I'll show you it's running. So as you can see, it's running over here. Now what we'll do is we'll start the beeline. Just a second. Now what we'll do is we'll start this beeline. So I'll show you. Here you need to provide the password, username and all. After that, when it gets started, you can check for the databases present using this show databases by writing that query as show databases. So here you can see I have default employee and test databases present. So now what I'll do is I'll close this. Now I have written a code over here where I'm creating a connection and then creating a database and table and all. So I'll explain you over. I have imported the necessary libraries. I've loaded the env file where I have listed out my host, port, user, password and database name. So then I'm creating a connection over here where I'm specifying this port and all of these necessary credentials. Then I'll be creating a database and I'll be specifying the database name over here and also these details. It gives successfully created. Then we'll be creating a table and load the CSV over here. So we'll be creating an external table as logs where I'm giving. If you are using the CSV from Hadoop, then you need to create an external table. You can also do it without specifying the column names, but it's better to specify these column names as when you don't mention the columns, when we'll be running this query, you might face some errors like you might get the missing values and all. To avoid such errors, it's better to give this column names. And also I have specified the type as string, and then it is terminated by comma. So we have this CSV data which we are loading this from this hdfs. That also I'm specifying the localhost 9000 and CSV data. Then I'm skipping this header thing. Okay, then then it will be created successfully. Then we'll load the hive data from pandas into this pandas data frame. So then we'll create connection and then read that as we have this logs created. So as you can see here, when we again type this show databases, the CPU log data database will be created, where inside that as we have run this create table function over here. So then the table will be created and then we'll be loading that by using this select star from logs, as the logs table has been created. So we can also do it over here. I'll show you. Select star from logs So as you can see, the table has been successfully created, and you can see the data over here, the CSV data, which is into this data frame. So we'll be printing it over here. So I have created one more file where I'll be creating a pandas data frame from querying this hive table and performing the visualizations. So imported the necessary libraries, and here, so after creating the connection and specifying this database name, so here I have this logs table from where I'm writing the query to fetch this username and count. So now, as I'm specifying the keyboard is not equal to 0 and mouse is not equal to 0, that means the user is not idle, he is working. So now we'll be finding the highest number of work hours and lowest number of work hours. So here, so now then we as we get it in seconds, we'll be converting it into hours. So this has been created, just the conversion, and then finding out the users with the highest number of average hours, where I'm making the changes as just by making it ascending as false. So we'll get the highest one, then again we'll make the conversion from seconds to hours. So here, as you can see, it's done. Then we'll be visualizing using this matplotlib. We'll be first plotting this pie chart, and then this bar plot. Here I am giving the username and work and the highest hours, working hours. Then I'm specifying the color and necessary ones. So the pie chart has been plotted. Then the bar plot, we are plotting it against this username and working by hours or seconds. So the bar plot has been plotted, and now we'll be displaying the user and their counts. So we'll be selecting the username and this count from this logs, so that we'll get the total count over here. And then we'll be plotting this bar plot and by against username and total count. So this is the bar plot, and then this pie chart for the username and total count. We'll display it over here by giving the figure size, etc., and the title as user and the record counts. So next will be the finding the highest number of idle hours. Idle hours nothing but the user is not working, that is keyboard is equal to 0 and mouse is equal to 0. We are grouping by username, and we'll get this total. And then to get the idle time in seconds, we make it ascending as false. So we have got this in idle time in seconds. Now we'll be converting it to hour just by this conversion. Then we'll be plotting this pie chart, and then here this bar plot for username against this idle seconds. So this is how we perform the visualization. So this is how we have created a pandas data frame from querying this hive table, and then we have performed the visualization of these outputs, that is plotted this bar chart and this pie chart, bar plot and pie chart. So that's all for this video. Bye.